right where we are, and it's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. Nights without sleeping, 'cause you fear the night. And day.
So we dive right into today's ingredients, which is 1.5 kilograms of ground beef, that is minced meat. I have 1 tablespoon of garam masala. Garam masala is a blend of spices, and this eliminates all other need for those individual spices. I also have 1 finely chopped onion and 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And if I had breadcrumbs, I would use half and half of that into this. But today I don't have breadcrumbs. And as have you seen, the final outcome is perfect. So don't worry. Let's do it with the all-purpose flour. So I've added a spoon of minced garlic and ginger. The ginger should not be much because you don't want your meatballs coming out bitter in the end, but in a balance just between that. Now I have some frozen coriander here just because I didn't have fresh ones. When I go to the market and I have a lot of them, I normally cut them, chop them, and put them in the freezer. And in a day like today, when I just need to use what I have in the house, they come in very handy. And I've broken in 2 eggs into this. And of course, I told you about the salt. Yes, you don't want saltless meatballs at this point. And now the process of mixing them begins. And just because I don't like handling the egg as it was, I just mix a bit and then wear my gloves so that I can be able to do the proper kneading and mixing. So we want our meat to really marinate in the mix of spices and the blend we've put in here, and so that is why I'm giving them a good kneading. It's the same way you make the dough for chapati or mandazi, and the aim is just to ensure that everything is mixed together and you don't have some portions that have the spices and others are not. After that, I'll go right. Okay, I also added oil. Don't forget, about 3 tablespoons of oil, vegetable oil or whatever oil you're using to cook. So the process of rolling the meatballs begins. And like I showed you in the recipe where I did the chicken meatballs, I'll link it here. You have to pick a small portion of the mixed minced meat, press it in your palms, and then now you mold it back. If you don't do that, they will break apart at the point you will be cooking, and you will be wondering what went wrong. So take it from me as a tip, and never forget me for this. Please make sure you subscribe because of this pro tip that I'm giving you. Press it in your arm, in your palm, like I'm doing. Then now bring it together. Don't just roll straight away. It will make a difference when you do this. So continue doing this for the rest of the meat that we have. So I am done with the rolling of the meatballs, and I want to divide the meatballs into two portions, whereby one portion I'll put in the oven to cook in the oven, and the other portion I will fry with you in the frying pan. And these ones in the oven, I like it because they really cook well, and they are really dry the way I like them, and they don't in any way fall apart, not like the others do, but these ones are better. And over here I am applying some oil just to assist them in the baking process as they'll be in the oven. So the reason why I divided two portions is because this one for the baking takes a while longer, a bit longer, and I was in a hurry to finish up the dinner because people needed to eat. So after I put them in the oven for 180 degrees for about 40 minutes, they'll be ready. I continued to roll up the rest of the meatballs so that now I can begin the cooking process. And this is very simple. If you don't have an oven, this is what you can do, or if you just want the quick fix. The downside of this is that they may absorb oil and you may not be comfortable with that, but I believe it works well. Also, you need to be careful so that the meat cooks it to the inside. The good thing about ground beef or ground meat is that it's very easy to cook, and it cooks through very well. So the heat at this point, okay, you can see there is a frying oil. So it's sort of like we are shallow frying, but make sure the oil is a bit more than just the shallow frying type, so that we can cover the meatballs on the sides and they can attain this golden color, which will enable us to have them firm and also very well cooked at the end of it. So they are done, and I'm removing them. It didn't take long, by the way, about 10 minutes I think they were done, and I had used a very large pot so that I can just do one round of it. The oil that remained, I picked some so that I can continue the frying process. So I want to make the sauce for the meatballs, and this sauce is also going to be very simple because, as I've told you, this is dinner being waited for. So I am in a hurry to make it and finish, and I just thought, why not shoot it for you so that I can be able to share this recipe with you guys. So I have my vegetables here, which is what I want to blend out with my handheld blender. I have tomatoes, I have yellow bell pepper, I have green bell pepper, and some red bell pepper there. Then I have courgettes or zucchini. I have some leeks, the white ones in the jug, and some tomatoes. So that's what I'm trying to put there. This blender sorts me a million times. I can't thank it enough. I used to use it when my small baby was weaning, but even after that we have continued to use it to prepare the ingredients quite fast. And because I'm in the middle of frying the onions and blending this out, I needed to do it fast enough so that my onions don't burn. So for this, I will just make sure that they are blended, but not so fine. I don't want the very fine ones, so that they can give me some body into the stew. So you do this, finish, and once that's done, I'll go on to fry that. So all of them will fit in, just that I needed to blend in the first part first. Then it is very nice because it acts as a liquid for the second portion, so I don't need to add any more water. And yeah, that's what I did, and I'm done. I'm almost done. So it's time to add it to the fried onions, and I'm going to cook this down until it is ready, and then from there we'll introduce the meatballs that are already cooked. And to this I will only add garam masala again, like I told you. No, garam masala and just a bit of curry powder. I will list all the ingredients that I've used in the description box, so don't worry, because you will be able to get the exact measurements from there. Also make sure that you add salt to taste, and because we want the stew to be salted, that's the garam there that I've put a tablespoon, so that it can balance the taste in the meatballs and the taste in this stew. Also it gives it a very nice aroma. And you see it is ready now, and this is the point where we add in the cooked meatballs. This is simple. This is how you do it, so that you just ensure that your meatballs are well cooked, the stew is well cooked, and they are all coming in together, waiting to be eaten and served with pasta. We served mine with pasta, and you can also use rice, any kind of starch which pleases you. Please go ahead and use that. And finally I'll be able to just put my dhania inside, because that green really just makes it a bit more beautiful. Also because I wanted to finish them, so that I can be able to just prepare for my next market shopping. So this is it. The aroma is, my people, it is heaven on earth. It is so nice. I loved the outcome. I trust that you have learned something. The reason why I do these recipes is just to teach you, to inspire you, and to encourage you to try something new, or just something in the way that I do it. This is the outcome of the baked ones, and they are awesome. Awesome. Thank you for watching. God bless you.